Beautiful women, welcome to the Sovereign Portal Masterclass. I'm Jo Salter and I'm here with the incredible Yoli Fisher and Ash Morgan, and tonight is about showing you a whole new way to live, earn and create impact. We're here to show you how to monetize your social media instead of scrolling, so you can be paid to share your truth, your passions and your unique message while raising your kids, regulating your nervous system and building a life you do not need to escape from. This is about creating income around your life, not cramming your life into the gaps that you have left after work. It's about building wealth, healing and impact in a way that feels so aligned, spacious and deeply rooted in your values. So by the end of tonight, you will know how to turn your social media into an income stream, the products and systems that are creating a global impact, how automation allows your business to work while you live, and the mentorship that will guide you every step of the way. So stay until the end, because what we're sharing tonight could be the decision that changes everything for you and your family. So for those who don't know me, I'm Jo. I am mama to two beautiful kids. My background is in kinesiology and energy healing. Not long ago, I was literally at rock bottom. I was burnt out. I was trying to heal my kids, my partner, and everyone else while forgetting to heal myself. My nervous system was on fire, and I had bought into the narrative that women must hustle and we must not accept help and we must please everyone else. So my health was actually crumbling and I was really suppressing my true voice, doing what I thought I should instead of what I knew was right for us. I could see chronic symptoms in myself and my kids, and I really wanted us to live a healthier, more intentional, slower life. But we didn't have the money and the funds for the organic food, the practitioners, and all the things I knew that would support us to create that. I was always checking my bank before going to do the grocery shops. I was asking my husband to get further into debt to support us in our health and healing journey. And I knew the burden was becoming too much for him, so I really wanted to contribute financially. And this was the point when I studied kinesiology and I opened a home clinic. And I loved and still do love that work. But what I'd done is I traded one problem for another. So now I was trading my precious time with my babies for money and pouring my energy into healing others. So by the end of the day, I was drained, depleted, and still not where I wanted to be. My nervous system was in chronic survival mode and my symptoms were still at an all-time high, and my kids were just feeding off that energy. So when I actually found this business model, it was when I was looking for ways to earn income online. And I'll be honest, when I was first shown this, I dismissed it straight away, thinking it was just too good to be true. But now I wish I would have started that year earlier. When I stopped getting in my own way and actually took the leap, things changed so quickly. I have now been in the business for about 2 years. We've managed to move into our dream home in the best community, and I earn more now in one sale than I would have in 3 months of full-time 9-to-5 work. So my greatest success isn't just about the money that I can earn here. It was the safety that I actually felt in my nervous system. Because really, we can't receive wealth when our nervous system doesn't feel safe. So now it's, what does safety feel like to me and success? It's living in a home that feels like a peaceful sanctuary, having support for my kids and being home for my kids so I can be truly present for every moment. It's really investing and in our health and choosing the most incredible practitioners without having to check the bank account and feeling that financial stress. What else is it for me? It's having the time and the space to heal myself as well as my family, and the peace of knowing that I will never have to trade my time for money again. And then there's the community. So there's women from all over the world that have actually become my most closest soul-aligned friends. And in just 2 short years, I have built a business globally simply by speaking and sharing my truth. So today I want to show you exactly how you can do the same, because trust me, if I can build a 6-figure business as a stay-at-home mum, then so can you. Okay, so let's get to the figures. This gets me so excited. So here you can earn over $100,000 from just 21 sales. Yes, you heard that right. 21 sales and you can earn 100K. Okay, that is not hundreds of small little transactions. It's not chasing strangers online. It's literally 21 beautiful, soul-aligned exchanges that have changed lives. And this doesn't come from burnout, doesn't come from sacrificing my presence with my kids. It doesn't come from pushing my body past its limits just to survive. This comes from alignment, from ease, from sharing my truth and my unique message and it genuinely impacts others. And that is what true freedom feels like. Income flowing while you're present with your babies, fully present. And while you're, walking barefoot in nature, while you're nourishing your body and while you're reclaiming your health and your sovereignty. Because it's really not about hustling harder. It's about expanding your vision and taking aligned action. Letting your business be a vessel that works for you while you live in your highest truth. Because freedom is more than money. It's the presence, the choice, and the power to raise your kids in a regulated, connected home while building a wealth that will really change their future. So I just want you to take a moment to really think about why it is you've come here. Is it to reclaim your time, to be deeply present with your kids, to live in a way that honors your health, your values, and your soul's purpose? So just close your eyes for just a moment and just take a really slow, deep breath in through the nose and a gentle exhale through the mouth. And just let your shoulders soften, let the noise outside just fade for a moment, and just feel into your perfect day. You wake up with the sun, you feel rested, you feel grounded, the morning flows with ease, no stress, no pressure to be somewhere, and you move slowly and intentionally with the people you love the most. There is no rush, no demands, just spaciousness and peace. You choose how your day unfolds, and every choice nourishes your body and your joy and your family's well-being. And this is more than a dream. It's the life you get to claim when you decide to step outside of the system and into your sovereignty. Everything we're sharing tonight is designed to bring you this vision into reality so that you can live, work, and earn in full alignment with the mother and the woman that you came here to be. So now that you've anchored in your vision, let's talk about how to bring it into reality. And this is where women are reclaiming their sovereignty, building abundance without the burnout, without outsourcing their children's childhood, and without sacrificing their health or their values. Tonight, I'm going to talk you through 3 powerful shifts that will help you to create a high impact, soul aligned business in 2025, even if you've never done this before, even if you don't have an audience yet, and even if text feels like another language, which it does to me. You're going to plug into a proven automated system partnered with a conscious billion-dollar wellness company designed for women to rise in alignment, not hustle. There's no chasing, convincing, cold messaging. It's about magnetizing the women who are already looking for what you have to offer through your story and your unique message. So your systems will actually work while you're resting, while you're out with the kids in the ocean, while you're cooking, while you're barefoot on the earth, while you're literally sat in the sun. This is how we rewrite the narrative, and this is how we bring mothers home, regulate our nervous systems, and speak our truth and get paid amazing money for it. So we have been conditioned to believe that the only way to earn is to trade our time, our energy, and often our health for our paycheck. You go to school, you get in debt, you land on a secure job and you climb the ladder. And then when we have kids, we hand them over to strangers because we're told that getting back to work is the responsible thing to do as a mother. And somewhere along the line, we have literally been sold a lie that motherhood isn't success, that being deeply present with your children and building a life around your family and living in alignment with our values is somehow less worthy than working to build someone else's dream. But we know better, and it is time to reclaim our birthright as women and mothers to create the money without sacrificing presence. And that begins with a business model that works for you, not against you. One that honors your nervous system and the seasons that you're in and holds the vision you hold for your family. So the truth is that the bigger the problem that you solve, the more money and abundance you can call in. The world is in a bad place right now, let's be honest. Burnout, nervous system dysregulation, families living in homes full of hidden toxins, mothers literally laying awake at night, wondering how they can be more present, more supported, and more free. And there is a better way. And we are part of a movement creating real solutions for health, for our homes, for our children, and for our sovereignty. People are craving energy and vitality. They're seeking nervous system regulation, deep connection, and they want their homes free from chemicals. They want to feel alive and grounded in their power. So when you help someone reclaim their health and their presence, abundance flows back to you. And we have the products in the business to make that a reality. So let's talk about bottled water. We've been told it's clean, pure, and safe. But the truth that they don't want you to know is that 93% of it contains microplastics, tiny invisible fragments that disrupt our hormones, that impact our fertility, they increase the risk of disease. And most of it, it's nothing more than just filtered water, sold back to us at an outrageous markup, while littering the earth with plastic bottles all the time. And here's what they don't mention, that water that has been trapped in plastic for months, sometimes years, is absorbing toxins and completely losing life force. By the time it reaches you, it's literally energetically flat. It's not hydrating your cells. It's literally just filling your cup. And the cost isn't just in our bank accounts. It's in our bodies, in our children's health, and our planet's future. And we deserve water that's alive and nourishing the way that nature intended it to be. And what's actually in our tap water? Because the truth might just shake you awake. It literally travels through kilometers of old rusty pipes. Like, look at this picture. Before it even touches your glass, it carries carcinogens, chemicals that are banned in other countries, and they're still pouring it into our homes every day. The Sydney tap water has even been tested positive for cancer-causing chemicals, and we're still told it's safe. There's like fluorine, fluoride, heavy metals, even pharmaceutical residue in the water. It's not hydration. It's literally like a drip of toxicity into our bodies and our babies. Water is meant to be alive. It is meant to nourish our cells. It's meant to carry energy and heal, not harm. We really do not have to accept this as normal. So we are here to show you why this water changes lives. These machines were actually inspired by the blue zones. So those are rare sacred pockets of the world where people live well past 100 with energy, vitality, and barely any disease. So one of their biggest secrets is the water that they drink every day. And now we can literally have that exact same water flowing straight from our kitchen taps. It's not basic filtration. It's actually electrolyzed, structured, and alive. That means it's rich in active hydrogen, one of the most powerful antioxidants on the earth. It floods your cells with deep hydration and supports detox at a cellular level. It calms inflammation and restores your body's natural healing ability. For my family, it has been literally nothing short of a miracle. My son's chronic eczema disappeared within 4 weeks, and he literally had it for 4 years, and I had tried everything. Then my daughter's brain inflammation has started to shift. It took a little bit longer, but step by step over the past 2 years, she is absolutely thriving. And then my own fatigue, completely gone. And this isn't just about water, it's daily wellness ritual. It's preventative and healing, and it's sovereignty over what flows into your home and your body. And it's transforming lives all over the world. But who am I to tell you that this water works? I always say go and do your research. But if you're going to do the research, you need to do the right research. So if you search molecular hydrogen on PubMed or Google Scholar, you're going to find hundreds of peer-reviewed studies showing its ability to reduce inflammation, support the gut and brain health, slow aging, boost energy from the inside out. And these aren't just marketing claims. These are literally independent peer-reviewed studies. And there's doctors and scientists that have dedicated their whole careers just to understanding hydration, cellular health, and the profound effects of molecular hydrogen. So this water is backed with decades full of research, and it's spoken about in some serious health circles. Yet most people haven't heard of it, which blows my mind. So now I'm going to pass you over to the beautiful Yoli. She is a woman who stepped into this space just 1 month ago and is already showing what is truly possible when you decide to back yourself and create change. Over to you, my love.
Oh my God, Joe, like literally, I've had goosebumps the whole time you're talking. I've only stepped into this space for a whole month, but it has literally changed my life already. And just your message is just so powerful. So I just want to say thank you for sharing that again.
Thanks.
Um, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Yoli. Um, I am so excited to share with you all about how this beautiful business works. And as Joe has so beautifully said, this water that we're talking about, and this is the company I'm going to go into, literally is changing lives. And when I came to this business, I'd never heard of hydrogenized water, like had never heard of it, but in such a short time, it has created so much space and freedom. And I just want to go into a little bit about my story before I go into that, so you can get to know me a little bit more. So I'm a mama to two beautiful, beautiful babies. They are my reason why. They have provided me with so many opportunities for growth, and being their mama is truly my greatest privilege. They have always been my reason for wanting more, for wanting more for us and for them. And it kind of chokes me up a little bit, even just talking about them. So a little bit about my background. For nearly 10 years, I worked in the healthcare industry as an osteo, both human and animal. And we lived a really good life by many people's standards. My husband and I both had our own businesses and had the flexibility to create our own schedule, to the extent that my daughter came with me to work for the first 2 years of her life because I refused to create that separation. I would treat clients with her in a pouch, like a front pouch, trying to treat horses and dogs because that connection was so important to me. But now, since our son was born, my husband and I, we alternate care, but it has come at a detriment to us because we're alternating care and working on our own businesses. We became like ships in the night. And because of our work as osteos, we were tied to one location. And with dreams of traveling, getting in a caravan and going around Australia, like I'm sure like many of you, and homeschooling, being tied to location was just a dream. Like we couldn't do it. And if we wanted to earn more, we had to work more. And that didn't align with the one thing that was the most important aspect to our lives, our family and our children. And after the birth of our son, I can so clearly remember walking outside, closing the door, and bursting into tears because I just kept saying to myself, I can't do this anymore. I can't leave my babies. I can't continue to not see my husband except for a strained hour in the evening before we go to bed. And I can't keep trading my time for money that, yeah, it's paying the bills, it's keeping a roof over our head, but it's not building our future. It's not creating the life we want that we know we can live. So I took a step back and I said to the universe, I want to be able to work from home or anywhere in the world if we decide to get a caravan and go around Australia. I want to do something that doesn't require lots of hustle from me, so I don't have to create something. I've tried creating courses in the past and it's a lot of work. I want to be able to share my passion, my love, my wisdom for health, for family life, and for parenting back to the world. I wanted to be able to give back. I didn't just want to be kind of clocking into a job that didn't mean something to me. And my final fourth request to the universe was, I want to be earning 10K months. And a month later, the world answered me. I came across a webinar exactly like what you're watching now, but little did I know at the time that 10K months, they're not only the norm, they're just the beginning. So, with that in mind, let's get exactly into what this business is all about. So, let me introduce you to Anagic, this beautiful company that Joe has already talked about, our partners in changing lives and making dreams an absolute reality. Anagic is a 50-year-old Japanese company based in Osaka, and they are the leading manufacturer in medical grade water ionizers that have been used in hospitals, loved by athletes, health pros, and everyday folk just like you and me. And all of us ladies absolutely swear by our machines, I can say for that. And they truly are magic. So let me introduce you to their products and exactly how we make money. So these are the products. These are the water ionizers. There's a range of different water filters, and they might be new to me. They were absolutely new to everyone here when we first came across them. I'd never heard of Anagic. I'd never even heard of hydrogen water. It was a completely foreign concept. But they were developed, as Joe said, in Japan, inspired by the healing waters of the blue zones. And now we're so lucky to have these machines on our kitchen side, literally changing the very contents of our water, literally creating health. But it's not just only drinking water. Think skincare, cleaning, cooking, wellness, and well over 100 different uses. And that's where we come in. Anagic doesn't pay advertising, they pay us. So with social media, we get to share these amazing products with people using our own unique stories and brands. We all have people that we want to talk to. So it's a premium, high impact, and pays incredible life-changing commissions. As Joe said, just 21 sales and you've got over 100K. Like there's not many businesses out there that you can get that sort of money for such a small amount of work. This is smart business with soul, and this is all about talking to the people that really want to create change. So not only does Anagic pay us money, it actually saves us money. So this machine here, the K8, which is the water filter machine, it saves the average family about 3K a year. One of my biggest questions when I entered into the business was, how long do these machines last? And what amazed me was they last 30 years. So do the math. How much money is that going to save you over a lifetime? And yeah, I've always had filtered water, but I honestly wish I had found this sooner because the taste of this water, the feeling of the aliveness of it, it is like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. So ask yourself, what is better for your family? Owning one of the world's leading water ionizers or filling your home with products that are actually making us sicker? And this goes beyond just the water we're drinking, it's all the products we're using in our home, all the different skincare products, the cleaning products. And literally with this one machine, you can do it all. So there's only been a million machines sold since 1974. But that's about to explode because people are literally waking up. They're becoming way more aware of the environment that we live in, the harsh chemicals that are in our water, that are in our environment, and people care. People want health. They want wealth. They want to be able to support their families. They want to be able to have the freedom without relying on a broken system. So as I said, not only does Anagic help you earn money, and lots of it, it's saving you money too, and it's making you healthy. So for me, it's just, when I came into this, I was like, oh my God, this is just an absolute no-brainer. And it gets even better. So there's the K8, which is the water machine. But then there's all these other amazing products that Enagic create. So there's the Enespa, which is the water shower filter, which again removes chlorine and heavy metals. And because our skin is our biggest organ, and it is literally a filter between our outside world and our inside world, what we have exposed to our skin is just as important as what we put into our bodies. So when we expose it to chlorine and the harsh chemicals that are in our tap water, in our shower, in our bath, we are impacting our health from the outside in. And honestly, yeah, my hair has never felt softer. My skin has been far less irritated as just using the Enespa in our house. Then we have the Ukon, which is wild turmeric from Okinawa. I'm always going to say that wrong. And it's watered in molecular hydrogen. It's anti-inflammatory and immune boosting. It is literally nature's superpower. And finally, we have the M Guard, which is an energetic shield against Wi-Fi and 5G. There is so much radiation in the world that we need all the support we can get. And my home has honestly changed in the month and a bit that I've been in this business. It is so much more peaceful and the energy is far less kind of just electric. So, as you can see, Enagic aren't just about creating wealth, but optimizing health from every single angle. And that is so important. But I don't just want you to take my word for it. Look at all these certifications that they've got. So Enagic have received medical grade quality and sustainability certifications. And to put this into perspective, in order to get this level of medical grade certification, it takes 12 years. So much love and time has been poured into these high standards, and that is why Enagic are a leader in this space, and why health-seeking mamas, such as us, would not recommend them to you unless we wholeheartedly believed and had seen the benefits for ourselves. So, Enagic is now in 20 countries. That's enormous. That's incredible. So you can literally build a business from anywhere in the world and to anyone in the world. And unlike so many online schemes, this is the real deal with incredible products and the most supportive, incredible community. I mean, just look at these two beautiful ladies here today. They're so supportive. And we'll definitely go into that later. But why now? Because the water ionizer market is absolutely booming. As I said, people are waking up and care more about their health than ever. And Enagic is a global leader with the only medical grade certification in the industry. No one else has the same level of certification. Then the market is growing by 8.7% every year. That's enormous. Until 32. And Enagic alone did 1 billion in 2022, holding the majority. This space is absolutely exploding and the timing couldn't be better. But the bit that excites all of us ladies beyond just the health benefits is the commissions. So Ash is going to talk you through all the incredible comp plan and how you can earn life-changing commissions in this space. Over to you, Ash.
Thank you so much, Yoli. I'm so impressed with how much you have achieved over these past few weeks, literally talking weeks, and I'm so honored to work alongside you for the rest of the future and watch you grow and create so much impact. But yes, as you said, I am a numbers gal, so I am so excited to show this to you because it was like all the puzzle pieces combined for me. So to share a little bit about me, my name is Ash Morgan. I have been in the business for the past 2.5 years. And before I started this, I was such a free spirit. I spent my whole 20s with my partner, my now husband, and we just worked up, saved, and then spent it traveling. And we just lived this really fun life. And then we had our first kid. We took him to Sri Lanka when he was 6 months, and we just envisioned that our life was going to be like that. And then COVID hit, and we got stuck into normal jobs, and all of a sudden we were just getting by. And then at the end of 2022, we really hit a phase of rock bottom. And within the space of 2 months, I had a miscarriage. We lost all of our savings in crypto, and my husband lost his brother to cancer. And when we were in that space of rock bottom, my husband had to go back to work the very next day. And that absolutely broke me, because it was for the first time that I really realized that money meant choice and freedom of choice. And we didn't have that. He had to go and be away from us, and we were all grieving. And so it lit this fire within me to go, that is enough. I was at home with my 2-year-old and 4-year-old, and I was like, I need to be bringing him home at least one day a week. That's as big as the vision I could see. And I was looking at all of the options, like working at night or going back to my old corporate job, and just nothing was going to give me the life that I could really clearly see in my head. And we were living in a 3-bedroom granny flat in Sydney, nowhere near the ocean, and it was like groundhog every day, and we were just getting ahead, getting ahead. And I was looking at all the options, like I said, and I was speaking to my sister-in-law, and I said, I didn't know what she did, but I knew everyone worked online. I said, oh, do you know anyone that I could do some bookkeeping for? And I was thinking I could do that from home. And she just looked at me and she said, babe, have you thought about doing the water? And I said, oh, sure, like send me some information. And as we sat there, I was just looking at our lives. It was like a sliding doors moment. And her husband, they were taking all the time that they needed to grieve. They were living in these like luxe Airbnbs, traveling around the world. They were going to the organic shop and buying all like these Loco Love chocolates, these super expensive chocolates and all organic food. And I was like, I don't care what you're doing. You're living the life that I want. That's what I want for my family, that freedom, the freedom of choice. And so I watched a webinar much like this one, and I was all in. It was bigger than anything I could have imagined. And the reason is because of these high commissions that I'm going to show you. So let's get stuck into it. Now, I had never heard a truer quote than this. Most people find an income stream and then try to enjoy their life in the tiny pockets of time they have left. The key to a successful life, getting clear on your life first, and then find an income stream that supports that dream life. And that's what it means when we talk about being time rich. Of course, I can't promise your results. What you get out of this depends on what you put in. But I had zero experience. I had 2 kids and a newborn, and I built a thriving business because I just followed the systems. I plugged into the mentorship and I stayed true to that vision. And it's okay if you don't understand all of this. All you need to know is you earn as you learn. Business works best for everyone when it is super simple. It's perfect for women who are ready to grow without burning out. Now let's clear up some things. This isn't a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. They have no product and they rely on money just changing hands. What we have is a direct sales model with a physical, life-changing product and a unique patented compensation plan. And honestly, the real pyramid scheme, it's the traditional business model. A CEO at the top, executives below them, middle management under that, and the workers at the bottom doing the most hours for the least reward. No matter how hard you work, there's a ceiling on your income and your freedom because someone else is always above you. Here, you're not capped. You're not stuck earning less because someone above you is earning more. You can pass the person who introduced you. You can rise as high and as fast as your vision and action allow. And that's what I love about this model. Your results are in your hands, and your income is a direct reflection of the impact you create. Now, let me break it down. With this business, you don't stock products, you don't deal with refunds, you don't build a website, you don't deliver anything. You get paid daily. You can start part-time from your phone at your own pace. It's passive, flexible, and scalable. And yes, I've worked from Bali with a margarita in my hand. I've worked while the kids are sleeping at home. This business really gets to work with your life. This company is so unique that their commission plan is actually patented, like I said before. So if someone tries to tell you, oh yeah, I've seen something like that before, they actually haven't. It's not like anything else out there. I've tried to start my own business, and after seeing this model, I can now fully understand I actually would have just been replacing it with another full-time job. So Joe shared about our products. This is the flagship product, the K8. You're buying a machine for yours and your family's health for over 25 years and getting the business model for free. So we've spoken about the health side. Let's talk about the numbers. It's 6,870 AUD, and that puts it in the high ticket category. And that is a really good thing. Most people finance it for around $30 a week, less than a coffee a day, and Enagic doesn't advertise. So instead, they use that money to pay people like us, using around 50% to pay out commissions and bonuses. And here is where it gets juicy. Okay, so you start with the quad bundle and you earn 3 points of commission from day one. That's 2,300 to 3,500 per quad sale. 2 sales a month is around $7,000 commission. And like Joe said, 21 sales total is over 100K. This is the actual reality in this business, and it works because the company redirects all of their ad spend into the commission for us. This is the income model that actually allows you to slow down, be present, and live well. Seeing this was the moment I realized, would I invest $30 a week to earn thousands per sale? Yes, absolutely I would. So what does the quad strategy look like? So you start for around $70 a week. You get $650 cash back immediately, covering around your first 6 weeks of repayments. Your first sale is $2,300 in commissions in your pocket. And after just 4 sales, you've covered your ROI. Like we've said before, you only need 21 sales in total to hit your first 100K, and we show you exactly how to do that. This is why I've been able to create a life where I get to spend so much time with my kids. I've been home the last 2.5 years, spending all of my time with them, had my third bub, and it's all because of this business. So if you really think about it now, what would 10K a month do for you right now? For me, it meant not going back to my job the past 2.5 years, being home with my kids, moving 9 hours north to our dream beach town, and actually having my days free to be with them. This isn't some out of reach dream, it's a strategy that works. You just need to follow the systems. But even if all this business ever gave me was the ability to make 10K months from my phone while I was being home present with my kids, I was already in. But it gets better. This company literally has a retirement plan. It's a Japanese company with a 500-year business plan. That's how forward-thinking they are about the next generation. They reward loyalty. They'll pay you a lifetime bonus that doesn't stop. And that's what I'm about to show you now. So let's get real for a second about where you are now. Are you truly happy in your current job? Have you ever calculated how much of your life you're trading for work? Do you have a plan for creating a life you love, not just one where you survive? Even if you retire with 1.5 million super, that's around $600 a week to live off. Most people's rent at the moment is more than that. So if you're not building something now that gives you real freedom, you're setting yourself up to work until you're 65 plus and still not having the life that you want. So here is the plan. When you reach 6A2-3, a rank where you can build in a few years, the company pays you $5,000 USD per month for life. This is on top of your commissions. So it's generational. It's past 3 generations deep through your family. Most people never see that kind of income in their lifetime, let alone have it paid passively month after month. And this is how we retire early, by building something now that keeps paying us long after we've stepped back. Christy, my sister-in-law that mentors our team closely, started this business 6 years ago. She has 1 position at -5, 2 positions at -4, and 2 at -3. I'll let you screenshot that and work the numbers out for yourself. This slide is really showing you what's possible when you start and you keep going. Every new legacy rank comes with a bonus, 3K, 6K, all the way up to 80K a month. And that again is just the bonus. That's not including commissions. You don't need to understand every level here. Just know that the company rewards consistency and impact over time. My focus at the moment is building 3 6A2-3 positions, one for each of my kids. Now, I'm not saying this happens overnight. Christy hit it in 2 years, others took 3 to 5 years, but I would rather build something for 3 to 5 years, for 10 years that sets me up for life, than work 40 years for someone else and retire with less. You don't have to go fast, you just have to start. And that is the way to legacy income. Okay, I'm fired up again reading this. What I'm going to do is pass you back to my beautiful friend Jo to really show you how you can create all this success in this space with ease and flow. Over to you, my love.
Oh, Ash, thanks so much. Me and Ash actually met in this space, and we have become like the most bestest of friends. And our businesses are separate, but we actually build our leadership teams, and we help support our teams together. And this is what I love so much about this business, is the collaborations and the beautiful sisters that you meet along the way. So thanks, Ash. So how incredible were those figures? As women and mothers wanting to make a change for ourselves and the next generation, it really does keep getting better. Once you actually hit 6A2-3 in the business that we were just talking about, you have officially escaped the matrix. It might feel far away, but people literally, like Ash said, hit that rank there in 2 to 5 years. Like, honestly, when I saw that, I was like, this is just a no-brainer for me. You know, working 5 years for 3 to 4 hours a day, and I can create that legacy wealth for myself and the next generations that follow me. So at 6A2-3, you could literally just disappear. You could literally go and live on an island, never have to make another sale, and you still have income flowing in. That is what most people dream about. And the part that really, really just, it gives me goosebumps is the fact that it is actually willable. Like Ash said, like, you can pass this down to your children 3 generations deep. So it's really not about just making money now. It's about rewriting your family's financial story forever. It's breaking those generational money patterns and creating true legacy. And that is how we create and claim back our sovereignty. Okay, so the big question I know many of you are going to have, okay, how do we actually make sales? So when I first looked at this, I actually had the same question. And what I found so refreshing is that we don't have to chase people. We don't have to convince anyone. And we don't have to have awkward conversations with friends and family. I've built my business by simply sharing my passions, my learnings, and my truth on social media. I lead with my values, my vision, and I take people on the journey with me. And in doing that, I naturally just attract women who are meant to be here. So I run one simple targeted ad which speaks directly to my soul aligned audience. Then when they come through the ad, they will land on my page and they'll instantly feel whether my message is for them or not. And the ones who stay already connect with my story and my values and the freedom that this creates. So what this means is I'm building a community of women who are actively looking for what I have to offer. Women who are looking how to create income from home, to raise their babies, to honor their family, their nervous system, and to step into their sovereignty. Our social media basically becomes like our shop front. And when we invite people to a masterclass like this one, we share our stories and offer them a way to create health and freedom. And then the right people will always lean in. So it's about alignment over the reach. It's about connection over convincing people. And it's building a business that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. And social media isn't about being salesy or chasing people down. I've literally built my business just by showing up in a way that's so deeply aligned. I share my journey, my healing, my connection to nature, my family, the mindset shifts that have transformed my life, and the truths that really come from my soul. And that's what's created the impact, because my message draws in my soul aligned business partners. So most of the women who have joined me actually come through the ad, land on my page, feel a deep connection and resonate with what I'm sharing. And it's not because I'm convincing them, but because they see themselves in my story. And this business allows me to live in freedom, abundance, and alignment. And when I share from that place, the women they naturally find me. So the question is, are you willing to be that unapologetic, authentic version of yourself so you can attract the people that you are meant to impact? Okay, so we've been sold the story that starting a business has to mean risking everything, like 50K, 150K up front, years before you see a cent back, and a high chance that it won't work. And as mothers, that cost isn't just financial, it's our time, the time we never get back. The years of missing the moments that actually matter, hoping that one day it's going to be worth it. But with this, it doesn't have to be that way. Here you start something that aligns with your values and your vision and the way you actually want to live, and without sacrificing your presence with your kids, and without a stress of massive overheads, and without waiting, 7 years to even see if you can be in profit. So that is what makes this business incredible. You can begin for less than a cost of a coffee a day with a model designed to create profit from your very first sales. It's a model that literally gives you your life back, and not just money, but a regulated nervous system and slow mornings and all the things you love without the burnout. And you are showing your children a completely different way. It's about rewriting the rules and creating an abundance in a way that feels so good in your body, your home, and your heart. So when you buy a car for 50K, everyone goes, wow, congratulations. But you invest in a business that can completely transform your life, and people go, oh, be careful. That is how deep the conditioning runs here. We've been taught to celebrate things that keep us stuck and fear the things that actually set us free or could set us free. One of them drains your bank account from day one, and the other actually can create uncapped income that supports your family. The sovereign woman knows the difference. She makes decisions from her vision and not from her fear, and invests in what expands her life, not what keeps her small. So this is your life, it's your vision, and it's your legacy. So the real question is, which choice feels like the empowered one for the woman you are becoming? Because time is the most precious currency we are ever going to have. Once it's spent, that's it. We cannot get it back. So let me ask you, if you had complete freedom, what are your days going to look like? You're going to be creating something from your soul, connected with your babies, walks on the beach. And be really honest, does what you're doing right now give you that freedom? Or is it costing you the moments that you say matter the most? 5 years are going to pass, whether you change or not. And the question will be, will you still be stuck in the same cycle? Or will you be living in a reality you consciously created? One that holds your vision and your family and your values at the center of it all. Because this is your one chance at this life, and you get to choose how you spend it. Let's talk big vision, because the life you desire costs nothing. Freedom, choice, present with your family, they all require resources. Here's the reality check with high ticket. To create 100K a year, 14 sales. 250K, 36 sales. 1 million, 149 sales. That's literally 3 sales a week. So it really isn't about hustling harder. It's about aligning with a model that is scalable, soul-led, and backed by system and mentorship. You really don't have to do it alone here. The support and the systems are here. The only thing you have to do is back yourself. Okay, so let's talk possibilities. Best case, you build the life you've been dreaming of. You're earning 10 to 30K per month, and you've left the 9 to 5. You're living in complete freedom with your babies and your family, in alignment with your values. The absolute worst case, you walk away with the most life-changing products in your home, skills that can never be taken away, and a community of sisterhood and powerful women that will continue to cheer you on. Most likely, you're going to commit. You're going to follow the steps, and you're going to allow yourself to be supported. And within a few short months, your reality completely transforms. You don't need prior experience. You don't need thousands of followers. You just need the decision to change your life. And that choice is yours today. Your journey to success can start here. You aren't alone in this. You are here with all the supports and systems and guidance, and everything you want can become possible. The next step is yours, the step that could change everything for you. So There are many ways that you're supported to succeed in this business. Inside the Freedom Era Academy, you don't need prior experience. You are literally guided step by step with small bite-sized videos that show you exactly what to do in order, so you can actually just watch, implement, and move through the steps. You plug into these proven funnels, simple automation, content prompts that help you share from your heart, not salesy at all, and mentorship from women who have done it, live calls, Q&As, and a community that actually holds you accountable. This is where sovereign women learn to monetize their message, earn high commissions, and build wealth without sacrificing their peace. So you're not doing this alone. Everything is here to support you. You just have to step in. So I just want to share with you here a bit about our community and a couple of people that are here and what they're doing. We've got Kat Louise. She had 3 jobs. She wanted a freedom life. She's built to almost 6A2 in 2 years and quit all of her jobs and runs a farm with her family and even started a freedom farm school. Then a lovely mentor of mine, Jessica Zalums. She's a present mama of 3 babies. She built businesses with her babies in her arms. She leverages outsourcing and automation and literally just reached legacy income. And I believe in 7 years, and took 2 months offline. And in that 2 months, she had one of her biggest months in business, 100K. 100K in 1 month when she was offline. It's wild. Then a good friend of mine, Melissa, she's a beautiful mum of 2. She conceived through IVF and shares her journey online. She climbed the corporate ladder for several years, experienced full burnout, which prompted her change, and she left her secure job, on maternity leave. And now she is living her life to the fullest. Whenever I message her, she's off having a float and in the sauna, or she's on the beach with her kids. Okay. So if you are still here, something inside of you says, this is my time. And I want to share something extraordinary that was never done before in this business until the beginning of this year, when our first retreat was born. And the ladies there were so activated in ways that they will never forget, that we are bringing it back. Our luxury and leadership retreats are usually for our top 4A plus leaders, women that are already creating big impact and income in this space. But this time we are bringing it to you, this level of mentorship, energy, and strategy from day one, so you can rise faster. So it's an all expenses paid luxury and leadership retreat, 3 days in the Byron Bay hinterland, surrounded by lush nature, immersed in luxury, waking up to the sounds of the creek, nourishing your body with organic chef-prepared meals, starting the day with breathwork, sauna, ice baths, and grounding on the earth. And in this sanctuary, you're going to receive high-level, soul-aligned business strategy with the top leaders to map out your first 20K month, your 100K plan, and your generational wealth pathway. There's going to be energetic and inner work sessions to dissolve those patterns that keep you playing small and activate energy of abundance. There's going to be a luxury branding photo shoot and video content, so you can launch your business with confidence and magnetism. And you'll just be immersed in sisterhood, being held in the energy of women who are all in, heart-led, and committed to creating freedom to their families. You're going to create a crystal clear plan, an elevated brand presence, and inner shifts to match the income you're going to be calling in. Now, the first 10 women to start powerfully in this space will secure their free retreat at this spot. These spots fill up so quickly like they did last time, and success loves speed. So after this presentation, there will be an application form in the group, the New Earth Movement group, and that will secure your spot. So if this spoke to you, it is time to take action before the spots are gone. Here's what to do next. Step 1, apply via the application link. So you click the application link shared in the group, you answer the questions so that we can get to know you, your goals, and where you're starting from. And then you book in your call. So once you've applied, you reach out to the person who invited you here, let them know you completed your application so they can help you book your personalized strategy call with one of our independent product advisors. On this call, they will map out your business plan, your income goals, and the exact steps to get you there. Plus, you will then secure your retreat spot. And if you're one of the first of those 10 to start powerfully. So if you have made it this far, I know one thing for sure, you are not here by accident. You're here because something inside of you knows it's time for change. And maybe it's finally living in your full alignment with your values. But whatever it is to you, this business can help create it. Your entire life can shift based on the decisions you make here. The only wrong decision is just making no decision at all. I know what it feels like to sit in fear and uncertainty, but I also know the magic that is waiting when you decide to back yourself. You don't need to have every step figured out. You just need to take the next one. So like I said, message the person who invited you here and say, I'm in, what's next? We cannot wait to welcome you into this community. Let's build something beautiful together. So everyone that joined us, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And for those that are in Europe,